Hello and welcome. We're continuing this series of videos about relationships, how to get one, attract one, keep one, make it most connected, loving, juiciest, most fulfilling relationship of your lifetime. I'm Anastasia Grace and I am transformational coach, emotional well-being practitioner, hypnotherapist. My main work lies in working with subconscious traumas, woundings, conditioning, and shifting the mental, emotional, energetic field of the client to bring them where they want to get. So I spent many years not only just studying subconscious and studying human behavior and what creates us as human beings on many levels. You would imagine we are very complex creatures, having our instincts, having our spirit, having our physical body, physical need, and as well as emotional body, emotional field, and emotional baggage that we've collected throughout the years, plus our psyche, our persona, our ego, our identity. And all that plays a role when we are creating a relationship, when we want to attract someone and live with them with the most fulfilled life, and also build the future, and also create a wealth, abundance, have children, create your home, and so on and so forth. So there's so many things that play when we are coming to a relationship. And a few years back, I dived really deep into studying what actually can make or break a relationship, and or how to have the most incredible and most connected and most divine connection on this earth plane. After my marriage has ended, a marriage of 15 years, which was fairly traditional and like normal relationship has ended, I dive deep into spirituality, into tantra, into polyamory, into studying gender differences and how we relate, connect, and how we grow together. That was an incredible journey, I have to tell you. And now for almost 4 years, I am in this relationship of my life and of my dreams, and it's absolutely magical, incredible, opening, expanding, mind-blowing, like fireworks on all levels of my being, as a woman, as a human being, as a physical being, as a spiritual being. It's all of those levels are very, very important to me. And at the same time, I have my own business, I have my own practice, I'm ambitious, and it's like all of that needs to come together. So today we're gonna talk about a very interesting subject. So how do you actually attract what you specifically want? Well, in order to attract what you want, you need to write down what you want. What are you looking for? And here, for many people, I've seen that becomes a point, like a tight point of kind of doubt. Is my clients quite often either cannot create a list because a lot of things of deservability comes up, like, do I actually deserve this? Can I actually have it? Or like trust the belief that can I actually have it? This sounds like a bit of a too much, a bit of a too perfect. That's surely probably not possible. And there will be a attempt to minimize it. There will be an attempt to kind of like, oh, I'm just gonna list 10 qualities, like he's kind, he's loving, or she understands me, she supports me, and then everything else, I'm just gonna kind of settle for for everything else that comes along. So I'm gonna give you my intake on this, and it's very, very specific, and I stand by what I teach and what I believe in, and I know it works because I've seen it work so many, many times. So I invite you to create 3 lists to describe. First of all, the first list is to describe the person that you're looking for, the person that you would like to attract, the person that you would like to have by your side. And we'll go into more detail. Second list is how you are with that person, how you feel, how you are being, how you're treated in that, or how you treat another person, how you behave when you're in this person. And the third list is how does your relationship feel, looks like from the outside, or what's the main quality of the relationship, what are main characteristics. Stan Tatkin describes it really well in the book Wired for Love. He talks about couple bubble. So couple bubble is a third separate energetic entity that you create together. You and your partner create this energetic being that has its own values and has its own qualities. Some relationships would be, and just to give you an example, to give an understanding, you see a certain couple, and for example, they're very sporty, and all they do is they're doing like hiking in the summer, skiing in the winter, doing some other wild things in between. So they always together, and they always kind of like were cycling through Europe together, and when you're in the presence of the couple, you know the quality of the couple. So you kind of guess that the values of the couple are being adventurous, being flexible, being sporty, being challenging, overcoming challenges, overcoming like diversity of the situation, and kind of moving forward, and overcoming any kind of mental barriers when it comes to sports challenges. So you would get that feel. You will meet another couple, and you will see they're very quiet, they're speaking quietly to each other, they're very settled in their ways, they're very predictable, their life is very much a suburban routine, and they kind of go along their days, and the quality of the relationship, the characteristics is kind of just very calm and relaxed and settled and predictable. And whatever your quality of the relationship, that's for you to decide and to write it down and to understand what is important to you. Do you want to be in most, adventurous? You want to travel? You want to do crazy things? Or is it going to be more family oriented union? Is it union going to be based on safety and focused on safety, or is it going to be focused on business and entrepreneurial spirit and growing together and doing things and so on and so forth? That alignment is essential if you want to live with a person for many years and live in your full potential, in your full expression. Then writing down and listing those things is important. And I learned it in a hard way when I married at the age of 21, based on, I love him. That was my main argument. I love him. Rather than taking time to actually find out what he's all about, what are his values, what are his views on the future life, and what are his ambitions, desires, wants, where does he want to go, what does he want to do. I kind of thought, well, I'll figure it out. We surely will figure it out, because I love you and we love each other. That didn't work really well in the long term, because we just realized how different we are, and how our ambitions and the path were just so different. And I had to tame myself for a very, very long time, and bring my energy down for many, many years, and my ambitions and my desires and my expression and whatever I want to do, I had to filter it a lot through the relationship, because he was just so not aligned with who he was. So writing out those qualities of the relationship, how does it look like for people when they look outside in? For example, how affectionate you are in public, what's your communication like, communication styles, and so on. When you're describing a person, when you're describing or putting a quality list, think back of what didn't work in your life, what type of people you do not get along with at all, what qualities you are not able to handle, and what you will not settle for, and make sure you list exactly the opposite. If you're not able to deal with greed and stinginess, make sure you write down the qualities of the person is generosity. If you are the person that needs attention and cuddles and being spoken to a lot, or spoken to in a soft way, or receiving words of support, please write it down. This is very important. These are your basic fundamental needs that need to be fulfilled in the relationship. Otherwise, why would you even have a relationship? Why would you even choose to share your life with someone, or have someone with you 24/7, if that person does not fulfill all of your needs? You might as well be better on your own and fulfill your own needs, because that's what you do when you're on your own. You give all the love to yourself. I hope you do, because that's very important. And don't try to be shy in regards to, I just want him to be kind, and or I just want her to understand me, and that's it. Don't try to get away with few phrases, general phrases, but really dig deep into what is important for you in the person next to you. Quite often it would be something that you're not giving to yourself. And in regards to what we're looking for, we're going to go into detail in next videos of our basic human needs, and also our 5 love languages, and what are those requirements that are essential for us. For example, what fills our love cup? This is something that you need to know about yourself. Otherwise, you'd be running on empty and feeling like, why am I not getting this fulfillment and satisfaction? What is missing? And what you'll be missing is that particular way that fills your love cup and fulfills all your needs. So, speaking about needs and differences, we'll talk about it in the next video. So, what else I'd like to add about the list? To have a better perception of an understanding of self and what you're looking for in love, I invite you to answer 2 questions. What does it mean for you to be loved? And what does it mean for you to love? That will open up new ways of understanding what are you missing or what are you looking for. That was very interesting exercise I did in the Date of Destiny, or at Tony Robbins' 6-day event. One day was about relationships, and we needed to write down, what does it mean for us to be loved as a way to meet our needs. And I wrote like a page of stuff like, I want to be pampered, and I want to be treated like a princess, and I want to be given presents, and this be done to me, like for me and only for me. And it was quite a realization, because what I saw a needy child in this description of what does it mean for me to be loved. I saw that hungry, needy, clingy child wanting, give me. So there was a very good reflection that brought me into maturity, or understanding what mature love is, or what is the love of a mature woman with a mature man, how that would look like. Because until you are in your child or in your teenage stage, or archetypes, I call them archetypes because it's the most easiest for me when I work describing those states of presence of the person. If you are in those archetypes, you are going to attract a person who will be fulfilling the needs of that archetype. So if you're in child, you will probably attract the daddy. If you need saving, you will attract someone who likes saving, also will try to save you. If you're a teenager, you might attract an old partner who is just in the same teenage state. So is that what you're looking for? That you need to ask yourself. Or you're looking for a mature relationship of two mature adults. And that questions, those questions or those lists will allow you to reflect on what are actually your needs are, where you're not receiving them, how can you give them to yourself for now while you're single, and noticing, where do you feel like, oh, this is not going to happen, I don't think it's possible, I don't think this ideal person exists, I don't have a trust that it actually can happen in my life. So notice where those thoughts come up. So please comment. It would be very interesting to see what comes up for you. For every person, it's very individual. And yes, those people do exist, and that partner does exist because that's yours. It might sound too perfect, too ideal for you. And absolute nightmare for another person. So whatever is ideal for you, it exists out there, and just take my word for it. See you next time.